Hello, all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your HERUSCOPE for this Gemini season, which is from May 21st to June 20th. So let's go ahead and look into the skies and see what's going on with the planets. Sun, of course, is in Gemini. The moon will go through all 12 signs by the end of the season. So we don't concentrate on the moon, but just to note, there will be a full moon in Sagittarius on the 29th of May, and then in June we will have a new moon in Gemini. How cool, right? So Mercury is in Taurus until the 29th when it enters Gemini, and then on June 12th it enters Cancer. Venus is currently in Cancer and will enter Leo on June the 13th. Mars is in Aquarius, Jupiter is in Scorpio, Saturn is in Capricorn, Uranus is in Taurus, Neptune is in Pisces, and Pluto is in Capricorn. All right, so let's go ahead and get to your horoscope for this Gemini season. What you can look forward to, what's being initiated or started or even renewed in your life for this particular season, as well as what are the major obstacles that we should prepare for in order to be ready to overcome them during this season. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, you've got your eye back on the prize. You are fully focused on what you are destined to do in this moment. There were some distractions that you have hopefully overcome, and there definitely was some confusion in the matters of the heart, whether it's a love matter or feelings for friends or whatever the case may be. And for some of you, there even was a great loss of some kind. But you're back, feeling stronger, not quite fully back to what you once were or what you could be, your highest potential. You're not quite there, but you feel better. And you've learned from what happened in the previous seasons and even some years back, but recently more so. You've learned from this, and you've learned that you didn't have to sacrifice something in order to get what you truly wanted in the end, and essentially this was a test, just like Abraham and his son. In a way, God was testing him to see if this gift that he gave him, this gift of his son, of Abraham's son, if this gift will be a distraction to Abraham and what Abraham was destined to do. So sometimes we have things that come into our lives, and it's just a test. It's a test for yourself to see if you are truly strong enough to get through this, beyond it, overcome it, or simply to not be distracted by it. So congratulations if you passed, and if you didn't, don't worry. There's always a second chance around, but hopefully we can get it the first time around. So anyhow, you're now back centered. You're aligned once again, and you have gained the knowledge that you needed to gain so that you could get back on track, so that you could get back to your purpose-filled path. So a lot of you guys are very excited for the summer. You've been making big plans, and most of you are planning on being very social and going out to more social events and gatherings. However, there might be a slow start to all of these plans of yours. Just be aware that the real fun in the sun type activities may not really get popping until July. So if things start out slow, it's all good. It's fine. You will have those moments that you have been planning for. Some of y'all have been a little antisocial lately. And so in this season, in this Gemini season, you are seeing this as an opportunity to go out more and reconnect with your friends that you kind of distanced yourself away from for a while. And so you're saying, okay, I had that moment to myself for whatever reason, but now I'm going to get back out there and reconnect with my friends. So that's good. Some of y'all have been extremely focused on your your hobbies, your talents, or your artistic um, things that you enjoy doing. And yeah, you're getting back into it. You have probably haven't done it for a while, or you just took a break from it, and now you're getting back to it. You're going full, force into what you just enjoy doing, what you really love to do. And all of you guys will get back to enjoying life, um, even with the few setbacks that you've had and the few hiccups. You're still going to find the joy in life. Just remember as you do this not to burn yourself out. Make sure to prioritize your responsibilities accordingly and get all your jobs done in their proper order. This will help you to be able to free up your time to really enjoy yourself and to do what you really love to do. So shut yourself out, or I should say, shut yourself off to those distractions that will possibly come your way, probably already came your way, and just shut yourself off from that and get what you need to get done, um, so that you can enjoy the season, but most importantly be ready for July, I guess Leo season, when things really get pumping forward. So, moving right along, speaking on distractions, I usually talk about the major obstacles to expect along the way. But for you, Scorpio, it's all about distractions. So, for a lot of you, your major distraction this Gemini season will be the pursuit of love, or of finding happiness through love or your romantic relationship. Always remember, we find true happiness from inside, from ourselves first. And then, others reflect their happiness, their true happiness. And we all experience happiness, but we can never find true happiness within a relationship. We have to be happy within ourselves first. Trust me, it's contagious. But you have to find it within yourself. Um, but yeah, that could be a distraction. Love, trying to pursue love, or just being in love can be a major distraction for you this Gemini season. Also, hiding your true feelings on a situation could be an obstacle for you. Not really truly expressing how you feel um, can lead people to misinterpret what you do or what you do say, because you're not really saying, what you feel about a situation. You can probably help a lot of people just by being honest and open, as opposed to shying away from truly expressing yourself. And this could be because you are shy. It could be because you're a modest person. But sometimes we have to experience conflict. And conflict is not always violent. It's not always harsh or even difficult. Sometimes conflict is just, it is what it is. It's like a pregnancy. It's like being in labor. You have to experience contractions. Now, not all women experience really strong, heavy, painful contractions. My mom actually fell asleep when she was giving birth to my brother. She took a nap and she was in labor, and she, someone actually had to come in and wake her up and be like, "Oh my God, you're actually in labor right now." And then for me, she just was getting ready for church, for Sunday school, and she's up really early, and before you know it, oh shoot, I'm having a contraction and I'm about to give birth. So sometimes, and contractions are another element of conflict. It has to happen in order to create the expansion, which it goes right back into Jupiter being in Scorpio. for a lot of us, because Jupiter will be entering Sagittarius within our lifetime. It's not going to take forever. So it will be entering Sagittarius soon. So while it is in Scorpio, there's some things that it has to do, and there will be conflicts arising in order to create the expansion that's needed. Jupiter is all about expansion, whether it's expansion of mind or expansion of your body in some type of way, or expansion of I don't know, morals or whatever it is. There's conflict, expansion, contraction, expansion, birth of something new. So yeah, if you're uncertain about whether or not you should do something, or whether or not you should move forward into something, or into a relationship, or into a partnership of any kind, or um, just anything, if you are uncertain about, hell, your future, any type of uncertainty, just remember, take that moment to self, have that moment of solitude, so that you can really do a deeper inner search to find that answer within yourself. That's what we do. And I know you know how to do it. So definitely do that, and understand there may be some disappointments in love, some disappointments in friendships, and in encounters with other people, just strangers. There may be some disappointments. There may be some times when you're like, whoa, I was not expecting that. I really don't want this to be like this. And instead of shying away from it, or running away from it, or hiding away from it, you're going to have to confront it head on, so that you'll be able to move forward through this obstacle. you know um a lot of Scorpios out there are too concerned with how others feel about you. You're making their opinions greater than your own opinions about yourself, which is no bueno. And are so concerned with keeping the peace that you don't really actually resolve the problem. It's only peaceful for a little while for a reason. And then you'll find that things will just go haywire again, because you never really resolve the problem. It's like putting a band-aid on a wound. It might not be a gaping wound, but if you didn't clean the wound before you put the band-aid on, it's not going to have the same effect that you may have wanted. It may just make it a little worse, because now it has something else on it. So don't just put the band-aid on. Make sure that you cleanse, the situation, that you resolve the situation, and then you can put your loving little extra touch on it, which is the band-aid. For many of us, the band-aid is just simply a visual aid. It's something to visually stimulate us, to make us feel like everything is going to be okay. But we hate the part of cleansing it, because just like peroxide on, that cut, that, scrape, it burns a little bit at first, because it's cleansing away the germs. It's cleansing away what's going to make you sick, or what's going to make that affected part even more affected. Okay, so resolve the issue, and then you will have peace. You will have the peace that you want. Because I know you want it. I know you do. You want that serenity. You want that good feeling of peace, and good friendships and companionships. And for some of you, please be wary. There will be some people who are coming into your life that are not good companions for you, that are not good relationships to have in your life, whether they're friendships, partnerships, business partnerships, or romantic partnerships. It don't matter. They're coming in, and they're not good influences. They're actually not good for you. And so don't allow those, your want for a friendship, your want for a companionship, to cause you to be in a relationship with someone who's not any good for you. Additionally, also some of you may be out there thinking that you don't have enough when you actually have more than enough. You know, whatever this heavy burden for you specifically, whatever this heavy burden is for you, just know that we all have to take accountability for our actions, and we also have to make sure that we are not the ones causing the issue. So whatever it is, whether it's you doing something to someone else and you may not know that you're doing a very hurtful thing to them, or whether you are aware that you're doing something hurtful, just remember that justice is always going to be served in the end. It may not come immediately, but it will come, guaranteed. So whether you were on the receiving end of some negative, energy and negative actions by others, or whether you were the one being the perpetrator behind that, either way it goes, just remember justice will be served. Okay? So have that in you, and remember that vengeance is the Lord. Okay? Telephone. That must mean I need to stop preaching. All right. I'm going to go and answer that. Scorpios, this is actually the end of your horoscope. So until the next time, keep trailblazing on. Peace.